So I am Tunisian. Our second language is French, and I traveled a lot in the Wakar region, West Central African region, because I worked in the regional office in UNICEF. Wakar is classified as a hardship duty station, which means that we are not allowed to have our family in here. If I'll be having my mom, my dad, my sister in here, it will be forbidden. They are not allowed to be in here. Also, we do have a curfew from 10 to 5, and before it was even worse. We are not allowed to have a to get a in taxi, so we need to have the bus. Recommended to not walk by yourself, even especially carrying a laptop, carrying a phone, carrying something a bit valuable, because you get robbed easily, very easily. And I experienced that in Senegal. Just to tell you. So no, the living environment in here, not only for me as a foreigner, no, because even with the restrictions that we do have, but we do have the living conditions, the decent living conditions for any human being. But what I want to really to make it heard from your side is that people in here are suffering to have a drinking water, to have something to eat, to have the minimum things that you don't even think about. Just to, they don't have even restrooms, as you can see from my photo. Children during daylight, so normally they need to go to school, are carrying buckets, are carrying jerrycans to have to go kilometers to reach somewhere where they can have drinking water. Electricity, they don't have electricity. People that don't have the money to afford a generator because it's too expensive, they can't have light after the sunset. A lot of displaced people because of the security reasons, because of the war, because of the armed forces, etc. They need to go from one place to the other. So you would find a lot of slum houses, not structure, and the conditions really tough. Especially, we do have a lot of floods in Central Africa. So you can, but when it is so rainy, you will see catastrophic. Bangui, it is structured from like kilometer 1, kilometer 2, kilometer 3 circles, okay? And each circle, if we go from the center, it means that it is becoming more severe and more dangerous. So we're not allowed, for example, I as a staff, not allowed to go beyond kilometer 5. I am in the safest zone. Me as a staff staying in the safest zone, and there are a lot of children that you will see them everywhere. When you go outside, they will come to ask for help, and they come and ask you for money, ask you for something. The volume of children asking for need in the safest place in Bangui that I'm seeing with my bare eyes, it's enormous, it's huge. They said 1.3 million children in need of humanitarian assistance, based on the latest public figure of UNICEF. 1.3 million children. And we count almost 6 million. Imagine. When I see a lot of people needing help, I always say, okay, I will start by buying some bananas for them so they can sell these bananas, and then they will do have like a small commerce, and they will at least have an activity, you know. Or I asked for some children to like to go grab some flowers, make flower bouquet, and sell it to foreigners because they will can afford it, and they have done it. Now I'm buying a lot of bouquets each weekend. I need to buy the bouquet, so I will at least make them work because they need to work. Of why I don't have a lot of hope for cars, to be honest, because giving aid just once, it will benefit them just for this today or for this month, then it will disappear and the issue will resume again. So we need to find sustainable uh, solutions, especially for young or young, not children because children need to go to school, but for young people looking for opportunities to work. So I would, I tried of it. I'm trying with my friends to help them with ideas, with small funds, to have like small commerce to start to have their own living money. But if you would help one, what about the others? The amount of people needing help is very big compared what we can afford. So that we would say, okay, and I would do my portion, and I'm trying there. I'm trying to do my portion with the best that I can, either with ideas, either with financially, but still, uh, it is very, very small compared to what needs to be done to make this country um, like Tunisia.
So what kind of like inspires you to keep on working in that type of environment, despite the many hardships that you face?
What inspires me to stay in here? Um, okay, as I said, CAR is not different from the other countries. So because I traveled and I saw a lot of places in our region which are basically similar, you would say, okay, I want to contribute at least to make things get better from my own perspective, my own efforts, uh, at least try to help, either by my work, if I'm delivering my work on time, doing planning for my colleagues, I'm working for the internal audit. So if I'm making sure that supplies and UNICEF, how we call it, UNICEF funds are meeting the expected results, are meeting the intended use, then I'm doing my part of my job to ensure that aid is reaching to each and everyone in Bangui and in Central African Republic in general. So what pushing me every day to stay in here is that to do my best, to make sure that everyone's work is done as expected so that aid is reaching these vulnerable people. Trust me, I have a nightmare the night after my visit because it was a pity because the girl, you can tell that she's smart. She had the means, she would be really a good professional. The way how her posture, her confidence, you can see these small details that tell you that this poor people, if girl, she had the means, she would succeed her life. But you know, her dad, when we finished that, tell me, Amal, the fees, the annual fees for to go to school, I cannot afford that for all my children. You need to take a pill each day for 3 days. And the second time that I got an injection, because sometimes even the pill is not sufficient. It will be a lot of fever. How we call it, body will be aching you. You can't even wake up. You'll be having headache. It's really awful. Anyways, me, I have a chance to have a medication, have a chance to have a bed, have a chance to eat well, because if you don't eat, you can overcome it. I had a chance to get an injection. I mean, I put myself in his shoe. The one of them doesn't even have uh, the money to buy medication. So hopefully my friend gave him money to go to the pharmacy and get medication. Because it was, I know, I mean, they are familiar with malaria, so they know it. This kid is carrying jerrycans. You see, they are not clean. They drink this water. Imagine, they drink the water in it. Plus, the water is already not in a good condition, and they drink it. And this kid normally he needs to go to school, and imagine in daylight he's in the middle of the week. I've done it in the middle of the week. I remember I was working, and during my break I went, and he was carrying this. So apparently he doesn't go to school. And you see that these are houses. These are houses. You see it carrying, all of them children, carrying water. All this is water. And this is also a house, but a better condition than the others. This one, I don't know, the colored one, I don't remember what is it. But you see the woman, she has already 3 kids. Look, already a kid holding him on her back, and already 3 kids. You see, this is a grocery store. You see, you will find telephone cards, things to sell. I don't know. I didn't look into it, but this is the kind of grocery store. And it's very frequent. We can see them even around. And this is a quartier, neighborhood. You see, there are different. It's not only one house. There are different houses. You see, they are hanging their laundry. And you see, this is also, voila. I had to tell you that you see the woman with the plastic bag, plastic bucket, transparent one on the right of the photos, right and down. Yes, there. She's selling food. So this is her. You see the tables, 3 tables. This is her store, but a public store. But they don't have a structure. They don't have a roof. Yeah, roof. It's a public store, and they eat this a lot. What is in the plastic one? It's fried. It's fried, something fried that they eat it in the morning. Also holding the water. See, everyone is holding the water. It means that they don't have a water next to them. They need to walk to have the drinking water.